Hello my dear young minds, how are you all? I hope everybody is safe and secure at home, right? And welcome back to all for online classes conducted by the prestigious Viswasai Dr. SRK schools. Well, my dear students, as a part of textual grammar, let me teach you today in this class defining non-defining relative clauses. Defining non-defining relative clauses. But one suggestion, my dears, don't remember this sentence at all. For your better understanding, I wrote this sentence. You just remember relative pronouns, which is very easy to understand. So both are same. Defining non-defining relative clauses are, it has another name, and that is relative pronouns. You can just remember relative pronouns, that's it. Okay na? Relative pronouns. In today's class, I'll give you in detail how we need to combine the two sentences with the relative pronouns. If two sentences were given in the examination, how we need to combine the two sentences with the relative pronouns. So before getting to the detail, let me teach you on what are relative pronouns, how many relative pronouns are there, and how many relative pronouns are useful for our standard. So right, and according to English grammar, relative pronouns are many, but according to our public examinations, we have only 3 relative pronouns which are very, very important, and those are who, which, that. Who, which, that are called relative pronouns. Relative pronouns. Who, which, that are called relative pronouns, which is very important. And these 3 are used to combine the two sentences. Let me write you instructions. How we need to write with who, how we need to write with which, how we need to write with that. Right? Yes. Before going to combine the two sentences, let me have some few instructions. If you go through instructions, though in case of my absence, then you will understood very easily without any doubt. Instructions, and let's get into the first one. Who always follows immediately after the person. Right, let's look into the first instruction, my dears. Who always follows immediately after the person or a people. Who always follows immediately after the person or a people. And right, and if any two persons came in the first sentence, look at here. If two nouns came in the first sentence, two sentences will be given now, and those two sentences asked us to combine with the who, which, that, right? So if two persons are there in the first sentence, second person follows who? Second person follows immediately. If any two persons came in the first sentence, second person follows who immediately without any doubt. Who immediately. Next, third one, which and that. Which, that, both are same. Always follows. Which, that always follows places, things, or animals immediately. Right? So better to have a look in the first instruction. Who always follows immediately after the person or a people. if any two persons came in the first sentence, if first sentence came with the two nouns, second person, second noun follows who immediately, which that always follows places, things, animals immediately. See, based on this instruction, first and foremost thing, we need to identify where is the person, where is the thing, where is the place, where is the animal in the first sentence. First sentence is very, very important. In the first sentence, we should identify which one follows, which one came in the first sentence. Either it is a persona, people, place, things, or animals. So, if the instruction was given with you, if two sentences asked you to combine with who, and definitely it should be a noun in the first sentence, definitely it should be a pronoun in the first sentence, person. It should be a person or a people in the first sentence. If the question asked you to combine with either which or that, and in the first sentence, definitely you will get place, thing, or animal. Place or thing and animal, right? And hope you understand these instructions, my dear. And yes, let's get into the one more instruction. Let's get into the one more instruction. Yes, we need to remove the pronoun in the second sentence, we need to remove the pronoun in the second sentence, either it is in the starting place, middle, or at end of the sentence. End of the sentence. So in second sentence, see, look into the first instruction, and we need to remove the pronoun in the second sentence, either it is in the starting place, middle, or at end of the sentences. Sometimes in the second sentence, pronoun should stand immediately first place only, and that pronoun should be removed immediately, and we need to combine the two sentences without using any comma in the middle. Direct last full stop, right? And we need to remove the pronoun in the second sentence, either it is in the starting place, middle, or at end of the sentences. Yes, these are the instructions, my dears. Let's get into the examples now. Practice examples. How the question will be asked in examination, how you need to give answer with using relative pronouns like who, which, that. As I already told you, who always follows person immediately, which, that always follows things, places, animals immediately. If first sentence came with the two nouns, two persons, second person follows who immediately. Second sentence, pronoun should be removed which is very close to the noun or thing, place, or animal, whatever it is, right? And let's look into the practice examples. So look at carefully. The man is standing near the school gate, full stop. This is one sentence. The man is standing near the school gate, full stop. He is my uncle. This sentence asked us to combine with who? This sentence well, look at the question. The man is standing near the school gate, full stop. He is my uncle. We need to combine with who. After looking at who, immediately you should remember who always follows persons, who always follows persons, who always follows persons. You need to chant like mantras. You need to chant like mantras. Who always follows persons, who always follows persons immediately. That too we need to check in the first sentence. First sentence, yes. Which is the first sentence? The man is standing near the school gate, first sentence, and that is second sentence. See, very easy dear, very easy. And yes, in the first sentence, if it is who, we need to identify the person. Where is the person? The man. The man is the person. And this person immediately follows who? This person immediately follows who? Right? The man who is standing near the school gate, and up, see, this is a noun. Very close to this, one pronoun will be in second sentence, and that pronoun should be removed immediately. Immediately, because this is already noun which reflects pronoun, so which is called very close to the noun, so that is a relative pronoun. We need to remove this full stop and he. We need to continue the remaining sentence as it is. Second sentence, because man, no, if it is a man, compulsory he will be, and if it is a woman, if it is a girl name, she will be compulsory. If any plural will be like people, if people will be there here, their compulsory what will be? They will be. We need to remove all those pronouns which is very close to the person. This is called relative pronoun. This pronoun relates to the person immediately, so not necessary to write pronoun again and again and again. These pronouns sometimes will be in the starting place, middle, or at end of the sentences. End of the sentences. Sometimes this pronoun should be either in the starting place, middle place, end of the place. Most of the sentences starting will be there. Starting will be there. So yes, let's write the answer. The man who is standing near the school gate is my uncle. Right answer. See, who immediately follows person, right? So immediately follows person, right? Very easy, my dears. Very easy relative pronouns. Don't remember this word defining, non-defining relative classes. It's just for remembrance. So, but you should remember relative pronouns. You understood very easily who, which, that, who, which, that, who, which, that. That's it. You need to chant. Listen, my dears. Whenever you are learning grammar, you should concentrate mostly on the rules itself, instructions itself, right? Yes. And look at the second one. Just look into the second one. My sister is studying in America. She lives in Washington. We need to combine the two sentences with who. Yes, see, what might be the question? My sister is studying in America, full stop. She lives in Washington. So what is the instruction for us to given at end of the question? Who. If it is who, we should remember persons, and that too we need to check in the first sentence, right? Yes. My sister, okay na? My sister is a person. My sister is a person. This person immediately needs to follow who, and according to this person, if any pronoun is very close to that in the second sentence, and we should remove this compulsory along with full stop, right? So the answer is, let me say the answer. If you say, I'll write here, right? I know many students are saying answer for this, right? Thank you. and my sister who is studying in America lives in Washington. This is the answer, simple answer. See, my sister, who always follows immediately the person. This is called relative pronouns, especially who always follows immediately after the persons, that too in the first sentence. And second instruction, we need to remove the pronoun which is very close to that noun, to the person, right? Sometimes directly pronoun will be, not necessary to remove the pronoun here. There we need to remove compulsory, right? Yes. Let's get into the one more example. Let's look into the one more example. Suresh left the school just now. He is my best friend, right? Yes, my dears. And we need to combine the two sentences with the who, and we need to immediately identify where is the person. Better to have an underline, and this person immediately follows who, right? See the answer. Suresh, you know, this sentence can be written like this also. Sometimes according to the meaning, we need to interchange the second sentence into first place, first sentence into second place. Before going to leave school, he is my best friend. Based on the two sentences meaning, we need to write first sentence this and second sentence this, based on the situation. So Suresh, who is my best friend? Suresh, who is my best friend? Suresh, who is my best friend? Based on the meaning, we need to interchange the two sentences. Second sentence may comes first, first sentence may goes last, right? Based on the meaning. So Suresh, who is my best friend, left the school just now. Left, not necessary to use any comma. Left the school just now. Full stop. See, so who immediately follows after the person. Second sentence pronoun should be removed immediately. Sometimes this pronoun will be either in the middle of the place, starting or end of the sentences. Either in the starting place, middle or end of the sentences, we never mind. So this is called relative pronouns. We need to identify the person immediately. Better to have an underline. After this person, we need to write who, and second sentence, whatever the pronoun which is very close to that noun, we need to remove this and try to write the same sentence as usual by keeping comma at end of the sentences, right dear? Yes. Hope you understand this relative pronoun who. Let me get into the detail of this relative pronoun who. If two persons came, as I already told you, second person follows who. As your instructions, as I gave in your instructions, that if two persons are there in the first sentence, second person follows who immediately. Fine? Yes. Let's look into this and this question. Fourth one. Let's look into the question. The teacher advised the student full stop. See, the teacher advised the student full stop. He had failed in the exam. We need to combine with who? We need to combine with who? See, the teacher advised the student full stop. He had failed in the exam. So as usual, if who there, and definitely we should remember persons. Who always follows immediately the persons. As I already told you that if first sentence came two nouns, see, two persons, for example, teacher is one person and student is second person. Two nouns are there. Two nouns are there. If two nouns are there, immediately second noun follows who without any doubt, and remove this pronoun which is very close to the student. Student. See, now the answer is the teacher advised the student who had failed in the exam. If two sentences, if first sentence came with the two nouns, don't forget, Nana, if two sentences, if first sentence especially came with the two persons or two nouns, immediately second person follows who. Second person follows who. Then you get a doubt, sir, how we should know whether it is first person, second person. Remember, when that time, just go for second sentence. Second sentence. Second sentence refers to somebody. Second sentence. If second sentence refers to somebody, beside very close to him, better to write who. For example, see, here the teacher advised the student he had failed in the exam. In general, mostly who failed in the examination? Student only, right? This second person follows who immediately. Go for like that. If you are unable to write which one is first, which one is second person, based on the second sentence. Second sentence is depending on somebody, identify that person, and that person immediately follows who. Right? Yes. The teacher advised the student who had failed in the exam. Okay, na? Right. Let me write you the answer. Let me write you the answer. The teacher advised the student who had failed in the exam. Simple answer. See, teacher is there, student is there, and this is the first person, second person. This second person follows immediately who, and the second sentence pronoun should be removed. Right? Let's get into the one more example. See, if the same sentence written like this, imagine once what might be the answer. The teacher who. Imagine if you forgot to keep who here, with a confusion, if you write beside the teacher who advised the student had failed in the exam. Now who failed in the exam? Teacher failed in the exam. So it might give compulsory wrong sense. So if two persons are there, immediately this who followed second person. If you keep before the first person and after the first person the teacher who advises the student, now the teacher failed in the examination, right? So it gives wrong sense. Go for this kind of instruction. If two persons are there, second person follows who. Let's get into the one more example. The police caught the thief. The police caught the thief. The police caught the thief. He was trying to escape. We need to combine with who, right? See, the police caught the thief. He was trying to escape. We need to combine the two sentences with who. right? As I already told you, but first sentence is important, Nana. If it is who, which, that, first sentence, concentrate on first sentence, right? See, first sentence, read once and twice, you will understand easily. The police caught the thief. Here, police one person, thief one person, two people are there, two persons are there. In the first sentence, two persons came, second person follows who as per the instructions given by your English teacher, your favorite. Fine? Yes. The police caught the thief who, we need to remove the second sentence pronoun compulsory. The police caught the thief who was trying to escape. Okay, unless you are unable to identify who is the first person, second person, go for second sentence. He was trying to escape. Basically, who were trying to escape? Who are trying to escape? Police or thief? Thief only, na? So doing some nasty things, then he might be trying to escape, right? So this might follow who immediately. Go for meaning like that. Okay, na? I think this might be the very easy method, right? So as per the instructions. So yes, let's get into the answer. The police caught the thief. The police caught the thief who was trying to escape. Fine. See, first person, second person immediately follows who was trying to escape. Imagine if you write answer like this, what might be the question, what might be the situation? The police who caught the thief. The police who caught the thief was trying to escape. Now who are trying to escape? Who is trying to escape? Police, right? So it might be given wrong sense. So might be compulsory wrong without any doubt. So you concentrate like this only. If two persons are there, second person follows immediately who, without any doubt. Okay, na? I'll send you these notes to you after completed class, my dear. And better to make a note of all these things in your grammar notebook, which helps you a lot. Though in case of my absence, once if you go through my notebooks, even I am not necessary to you to teach again and again, you will be understood like that. So follow us always like this, right? And yes, with the last one example, we will close this session, right? Let's look into the one more example. Let's look into the one more example, that is, yes, sixth, na? Yes. I met a stranger. He was from the north. Read the sentence once again. I met a stranger, full stop. He was from the north. Right? Look into the first sentence. How many persons are there? I, first person. Stranger, second person. So answer came. What is the answer? Recall yourself. Yes, I met a stranger. So two persons are there, first person, second person immediately follows who. These pronouns should be removed immediately and combine the sentences with an answer by keeping full stop at end of the sentences. So I met a stranger who was from the north. Right? See, second person follows immediately who? Second person. First one, second one. Right? Second person always follows who, without any doubt. Yes. Well, yeah. And I hope you understand this session, and we will meet you in next class. Once recall you, and relative pronouns are 3 nana, which is very important for your board examinations. Who, which, that, who, which, that. Who always follows person, which, that always follows things, places, animals, etc. If two persons are there in the first sentence, second person follows who, and we need to remove the second sentence pronoun, either it is in the starting place, middle or end of the sentences, and I'll teach you the remaining which, that, how we need to combine the two sentences when the first sentence came in the form of things, places, animals. And up to that, this is Srinivas signing off. See you in next video. Stay and stay tuned to online classes like this only. Stay home, stay safe, and I'll meet you in next class. Thank you for listening. Have a good day. Bye bye. See you. Take care.